Back here for course number 2 of the National Rock Racing Association. And if you can't tell, it is. All right. Again, what's up, Tony Clifton? Well, this is course 2. Again, reporting from a very, very soggy, pretty place, Tennessee. We are just starting course 2. Normally, we are wrapped up within like 2.5 to 3 hours. We're like 4.5 hours in, and we just wrapped up course 1.
Pretty wet place today.
So it's going to be a very soggy, wet afternoon.
All right, who do we have out on the course? Is this Coy?
Oh, it's about to.
Taylor, could you get a confirmation?
We did have.
All right, that was Aaron Nunley.
I believe it was.
Unfortunately, a DNF.
I believe it was Austin Connell came up a bit ago and said he had broke both buggies. He will not be racing those today.
Oh no!
And one he broke an axle. The other one he broke a drive steering racket pinion. So he said he's going to try to get it put back together and get everything fixed for tomorrow. We should be good to go.
Clay Kaysen said he broke transmission.
Oh man!
Or transfer case? I can't remember what he said.
I see 3 or 4 buggies getting worked on. I see another buggy over there getting picked up by an excavator. This dude is sending it.
This is the Honda.
Literally bouncing off the rev limiter. My brother drives a Honda. My brother has a Honda Pioneer that I have seen him do things with that makes me question gravity. Like it's pretty amazing. And it's a 5-seater. You can put 3 in the front and 2 in the back. It's very, very cool.
Oh, goodness.
It's a little a torrential downpour started now.
This is John Wickham. Not.
Okay, yep, it's running off one side. Yeah, yep. Zach is on it. He is our guy right now.
Hey, Matt, should we do round 2?
We'll see. He is sending it. Right now it's torrentially downpouring. I gotta make
not to be confused with Keanu Reeves's John Wick.
Yes. Again, absolutely sending it right now in a torrential downpour in a Honda. You absolutely have to love this right now. I cannot believe it. It is just pouring buckets right now. Just unbelievably. This is course 2. I mean, we got buggies parked everywhere right now.
Welcome to racing, everybody.
Welcome to the National Rock Racing Association. Again, it is just like torrentially downpouring right now.
All right, John Wickham is off the course. He did everything he could. This hill is just not his friend today.
So, we'll keep you guys informed, and it's going to be a great day.
I think I'm not going to do course 2. I don't even know exactly where it is. I don't think this is going to help. I'm just going to be doing, laps up there. Late entries that we had and new drivers today. Our stock class is full, and that is in part why we're racing so late today. Usually we're done by now, but you know what? It ain't over until someone's on the podium. And yesterday.
I was just thinking the same thing. Bree, if it rains enough, you don't even have to watch the Ranger again.
Give me a little brush to go work on it with out there. Let the rain rinse it off. All right. Drew Holloway is through the finish line. With a 79.976, our first time of course 2 here for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class.
Garion said, she was up here a minute ago, made the joke. She goes, yeah, I just forgot the order. Whoever pulls up, that's who we're sending.
It's a free-for-all.
Ye-
Look at my helmet's probably got a puddle in it over there.
Taylor said, we have a leak that has broken inside the production studio. We got Taylor on trash bag duty back there. Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. It's been awesome day. Like,
Always an adventure.
who's up there on course? Clay Kaysen or Cody Kaysen? No, I'm out carrying the skid plate.
Oh, that's Cody.
Cody Kaysen. I can tell one of the Kaysens. Cody, and he's carrying a skid plate back from the course there.
Brady is one of our youngest drivers. Maybe the youngest driver in our UTV class. UTV stock class. All right, guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to the adventure here on Hillside Live. The rain is letting up a little bit, but we just had an absolute downpour. But we're still sending drivers. Brady McCreath is on the course. We are on round 2 for our stock class. All right, and there it is for Brady McCreath.
.168 for Mr. Brady McCreath. Look at, is that teal, Taylor?
Comfortably at home right now. Do you wish you were here in person with us, experiencing the adventure? I mean, how often as an adult do you get to go play in the rain and the mud with your buddies?
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's just, it was crazy because, like, I felt one drop on my forehead, then I felt like another drop on my arm. I was like, oh, it's going to, me and Taylor grabbed one side of the table, I moved the other, we kind of started sliding it in. We did not get the table slid in, and it started pouring. And I was like, well, we put the awning up, at least we can still halfway sit outside.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Luckily, Zach jumped in, he said, I got you. He jumped in and helped out. Cheryl Davis, we're watching from the couch. Well played, Cheryl. Well played.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Taylor said, you don't have to brag, Cheryl. That's the other half of that Brandon Davis racing team there. Current season champion Brandon Davis racing team.
Dan Carter on the course.
Mr. Rock Life Off-Road himself out there. Go, baby, go!
Buggy working much better this time around, looks like.
And you could tell he carried a lot more momentum into that jump. And then kind of backed off a little bit once he landed and resettled and took back off again. Obviously, traction is going to be a bit of an issue today. Zach. Oh. Zach is looking at a whole bunch of dudes going, this has to be the worst wet t-shirt contest ever. I believe you, Zach. I believe you. Oh, my goodness. We are. You know what? Today, you know what? Sometimes in life, it just becomes a laugh or cry situation. And at this point, we just choose to laugh, okay? We are having a good time. Again, I see about 6 different buggies all being worked on simultaneously. One's getting, there's a grinder over there.
Dan Carter
wrapping up that finish line.
Smooth run here.
That's a big drop off for a UTV. Wow, they're all right in that same 4-second window so far.
80.026 for Dan. Brady McCreath has the current fastest time of a 76. And then Drew Holloway with a 79. All right, guys. We are a couple of drivers in, 5 drivers in to Course 2 for our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. After this, we'll go into Course 2 for the Cup class and then the VIN class. Be back tomorrow for our UTV Bounty, Rock Bouncers, and our UTV Youth class. So whole lots of racing still coming today and tomorrow. To everybody out here,
Colby is just
under
smiling.
an easy up or an umbrella,
yes,
or just getting soaked and muddy. We have like the toughest fan base.
We really do.
Just about any sport.
We really do.
I mean, these people are paying money to come sit in the mud, in the rain, and watch. And some epic racing.
It is epic racing. And these guys, I think the drivers are loving it right now. Once you get this money, you're like, the heck with it. Let's get out there.
There's a point where you reach where you're just like, whatever.
Yeah. And I think right now, just you can get out, hammer down. You know you're not going to break anything because you can't get traction anyway. So just being able to get out there and have fun, slip and slide around some of the corners and just have a blast. I think they're just having a good time. Got Daniel Heckley sitting in that race line starting gate. Mr. Cole Shirley back there in the background. Got Justin Holback still running our starting gate. Uh-oh. I see a front left axle.
Left not pulling.
Knowing Daniel could be the whole front end for all I know.
Zach. He's good. He's good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it just knocked it over after he took off. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it probably flung dirt or mud or a rock or a tree. Or Taylor's like, I don't know if we have any dirt left.
All of the above.
All the dirt or sand or rock. So what they were saying that he took off and knocked over one of the starting timers. His time did start, but he knocked it over. I don't know if he flung dirt in it, something, because Clyde wasn't getting a signal after that. But he did get his time started. Although I'm not sure what he's doing right now. I don't know if he got.
I think he's
too
just
squirrely.
trying to come down.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he missed a turn or. Jay's down here yelling at him. Oh, that's right. He broke an axle. Maybe he's trying to get turned around. Yeah. Ooh. Knowing Daniel, he'll still try to get a finish out of it.
No, I think he's done, but he definitely finessed his way off the hill.
There's so much mud in that thing. Ugh. I'm very thankful. Is this supposed to rain tomorrow? Good.
It's not supposed to.
Because I don't want to clean my butt. That looks like a muddy mess. That's a lot of work right there. That's a lot of work. Cleaning that. No, cleaning it. Like. Hey, Colby. How's it going, Colby? How's it going? Oh, proactive. Right. Uh-huh. Colby. We got Colby Reich up in the booth hanging out with us, having a good time, being silly. He's got his slides on. He's ready for the mud. Oh. Limited slip. Oh, my goodness. The shenanigans
he didn't
are.
put his lockers on that
Yeah.
side. All right, Brandon Davis.
This is the little Can-Am that could. Oh, go, baby. Oh. Yeah. Again, it's still sprinkling just a little bit, but the course is just covered in mud. Everything's covered in mud.
Casey Howell was playing Tarzan off that vine earlier. That one everybody keeps getting.
And it's
Brandon's taking it with him.
And it's kind of and it's kind of pitching everybody to that side too. I said Casey Howell's his rig's over here, still in the air with the excavator, and him and his dad, they were doing some grinding on it earlier. I'm not sure they were welding something back together or what, but
turn left, Brandon.
Mr. Wild Wilson there walking by. Getting Brandon Davis out there on the course, just ripping it up. Again, you could definitely hear those guys just letting her eat right now. And I think you're going to see a lot of that tomorrow on the uphill section, just flat out horsepowering through some of this stuff. And it will take all the whoop-outs tomorrow, I think, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, especially once those rocks get moved around, shifted around. Stuff will be muddy.
Oh,
wow.
Brandon's sending it.
.503. That was a 98.503 for Mr. Brandon Davis.
Brady McCreath has the fastest time on course 2 right now for the stock class with a 76, followed by Drew Holloway with a 79, Dan Carter with an 80, and Brandon Davis with a 98. We've had a handful of DNFs as well, and it looks like nobody's in our starting gate right now. Guess we'll see who shows up first.
What's up, Bobby Upchurch? Bobby Upchurch is literally, I think, in the Rock Life off-road booth, like 15 feet away, I'm pretty sure. 89 Real Field 95 North Michigan. Humidity is terrible. What's up, Trip Pullen? Taylor Chandler's watching.
All right, we've got Lee Blake on the starting line now.
Oh
no!
It's like right at the...
Stay in it.
Don't let off the gas.
There you go.
Again, definitely a very slimy course out there right now. Again, you can see how muddy the bottom is down there. Just how mucky it is with all the rain that we just got. And again, rain early this morning, and then just a little bit right during our commercial break. Or during our quick intermission from course 1 to course 2. Again, shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. for giving us this great drone footage today. We appreciate them being able to get to where the cameras cannot. They're doing an awesome job. Again, you can see how slimy and muddy it is. These guys out there are just ripping through it. Just literally just kind of power sliding it. Oh, man. Ooh, and locking up, just sliding down the hill. Go, baby, go! Don't let off the gas. Yeah, no, it's kind of a torrential downpour, so it's so far been a pretty good day. Again, we had a little bit of rain, but nothing we can't get fixed. Again, it's okay to ever come out and race in the rain every once in a while.
Taylor, do you have confirmation on who that last driver was? He got a 175.986, whoever it was. Jay Stort's out on the course now. Oh. No, yes.
Do a burnout. Zach. Zach's one of our announcers to the crowd, and he keeps our crowd entertained literally from the time he shows up to the time he leaves. Our crowd loves Zach. Unless he's making fun of you. And then it's not so fun.
Yeah,
but,
as long as it's not them being made fun of.
Usually it's still even funny. Even if he's making fun of you, it's still kind of funny. You have to laugh a little bit. I see part of that Reclaim Racing team over there. Again, I see a lot of guys walking around tools, power tools. That's never a good thing.
There's been a lot of breakage today.
There really has.
A few transmissions. Oh, no! Well, it was a 91.388. You know, this is an improvement, though, because he flipped after he crossed the finish line. So, it's just improvement. It's progress.
I like how they've got a safety work out there. The cigar in, just like, hey, you flipped over. And then we got Nathan King rolling a tire, I think. Looked like he's a spring break. The funny thing is I saw him earlier, and he looked like he had fallen down, like he was covered head to toe. So I'm sure
Hence why he's shirtless
Yeah,
now.
I think he just thought, you know what, if I'm going to be muddy, at least just be muddy. It's not a big deal. So, yeah.
What a day. What a day.
Taylor. Oh, my goodness, Taylor. We're like a pile of muddy side-by-sides collecting over here on this end of the... I think they're all pulling over here when they're finished. They're leaving our staging area there to pull down here.
All right, Dylan Dowler. I know who that is. I didn't even have to see the rest of the buggy. All right, Dill Pickle. He got second place on course 1 behind Cody Kaysen.
Taylor has a forecast, though. The shower house will be busy tonight. I'm like, I think you're very wise there, Taylor. Dylan Dowler is a heck of a racer, though. I see him getting out there and just, sliding that thing around. And again, he races 2 different UTVs on Fridays. Races a UTV stock class and a UTV Cup Series. Both of them you can tell by the iconic wicked neon orange paint. I like how all the racers are kind of at the bottom of the hill watching to see what each racer's doing, to see where they're sliding the most at. And at this point, it's like just trying not to slide into a tree, you know?
Which might have happened to Dylan up there. What's going on?
I see Clay
Send in the drone.
Looks like he's hung up on something.
Yeah, that.
I see dirt fleeing.
That turn sends you into that tree that's right in front of him.
I was about to say, I think he slid into a tree right there. Look, Timmy, that's
They're so unbothered.
Yes. Yeah. I like they're just like, nope, over here.
They're like,
nope.
good luck, Dylan.
Right there. You can't go right there. So
hate
slide,
it for you.
Yeah, slide it right in the tree. Like they're so focused on what's going on.
They're thinking about course 2 for the
they
Cup class.
They 100% are.
Good job, Jake. All right, Dylan's
Oh!
made his way down now.
Hey. Yeah.
108.882 for Dylan Dowler.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Jay, you rolled after you crossed the finish line, though, so that's
okay.
progress.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
this
okay.
is improvement. We're doing good.
Yeah, that's okay. Now you're just showing off, okay?
Hey, that is super sketchy down there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's yep, big island right in the middle of the finish area.
And again, it doesn't really matter what happens after, as long as you get a finish time out of it.
Here goes Braden Upchurch.
Great, pushing hard. Again, I think those back plates where you see the 5 LEDs on several rigs out there, I'm pretty sure Braden was the one making those. You can see how violent that UTV is just thrashing around over there. And again, me and Bree were up there earlier in the old Big Booty Judy 4-seater, just getting thrashed around. And again, as time goes on, those get more chewed up. The rocks start bouncing around, and things get more wet and muddy. So I think the course is going to just get worse and worse. Bouncers, I don't think are going to have as much trouble tomorrow, just because they have a little more horsepower, a little bit bigger tires, a little more traction, a little bit bigger grooves.
Whoa, Braden, where are you going?
Look at Bill up there, manning that camera, doing a great job. Yeah, trash bags and all. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that angle right there. Shout out to all of our cameramen and camera ladies out there doing a great job today.
Sacrificing their own comfort.
Yes.
And dry clothing.
Yeah.
To bring you guys
usually
the shot.
Usually it's the heat they're whining about. Today, maybe the rain and the mud is a little more higher on the priority list.
I have a friend that came out for the first time today. He's been, seen the race and stuff and wanted to come check it out, do some photo, video, that kind of stuff. And I'm going to have to be like, this isn't how it always is.
This is not how it normally is.
It doesn't normally turn into a free-for-all.
No. Today's been a little bit of an off day.
With a torrential downpour.
Yeah.
That's a 111.414 for Braden Upchurch.
Yeah, I think this is a very unique day.
Yeah, we haven't had this much rain in the middle of a race day, during a race day in a while. All right, Cody Kaysen is on the line. Cody is our leader from course 1. He's also leading in points overall for the season so far, coming into this weekend.
Oh, come on. Go, go, go.
Oh, my goodness. All right. If Cody's having trouble right there, that's all the confirmation I need that I'm going to save Judy for another day. We don't need to do round 2.
He's literally working no. He's literally working that thing side by side. I mean, side to side of that trail, just trying to get it to go an inch farther.
Got big brother Clay Kaysen up there trying to direct him.
And we already know what his brother's saying. Hammer down, just hammer down.
Oh, my goodness. Sure.
Ooh.
What a battle just to get up the first hill.
He is giving that thing a straight... Oh, look at those rocks. He is just giving that thing a straight beating right now.
It's... It seemed like he had to work real hard for that. I wonder if there's something going on.
I'm telling you, that thing is moving.
Clay's up there playing charades on the hillside.
I mean, he is getting it. Clyde said he needs to air down. Right now, that he is giving that thing everything it has.
Yeah, he had to work for that.
He did.
Woo! Made it, though.
Just slinging 2 wheels to the finish line. That's a 1:14.772. Wow.
So our current leader is still Brady McCreath.
That's crazy.
Young Brady McCreath with a 76. And then it looks like, where did it go? Drew Holloway with a 79. And Dan Carter with an 80. Our times are definitely getting longer as we go.
Brentley Havens, all right, clock is hot. Come on, Brentley, get up there. We have some interesting fellows up here in the booth with us. No, go ahead, Colby. Come on. We got Colby and Zach up here. They've been doing their own commentary on the edge of the booth. Again, so Colby, what are you thinking about tomorrow, huh?
It's going to be a lot drier than the day.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to tack up or no?
Oh,
No.
yeah. It can only get better.
No.
It's not going to tack up at all.
No.
It's just going to dry up some.
Take it from somebody that slid around this place all daggum day. There ain't nothing tacky about this.
Yeah. It's
the only thing tacky is some of the clothes I seen today. But no, there's a clay base that just gets slicker.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. There's some soft spots in the heel that are sucking the buggies one way or another, and some turns that are affecting them. And then on the same note, there's some giant flat rocks that are at an angle.
Oh, yeah.
So you're hitting a little bit of everything, which makes for great watching. It's going to be fun to watch.
It does. For spectator, again, it's very fun. The guy in the buggy, which we just saw, Cody Kaysen, wide open throttle. Could not get that thing to go up the hill 1 inch farther. You know, he's bouncing from side to side, just trying to get that thing to go just 1 inch farther.
The fact that he made it this like he did was impressive. Just lets you know his dedication, because standing in the points where he's at, going back and forth, especially he still has a pretty good lead, but if he slacks off, he can be caught.
Oh, yeah. And again, like I said, he was out there just giving it everything he had.
And keep in mind, they welded back on the end of that A-arm.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Bubba, Little Tim Bacon.
Yep.
Went over there. They took the buzz box that they got on Keith's rig, and they literally welded all of his front back together so he could even run again. And don't get me wrong, it's 100% faith in it now. It's as strong, if not stronger than it was before.
Yeah.
Stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, if not stronger,
Yeah. So, now it's got bacon on it, and everything's better with bacon
everything
on it.
is better with bacon on it. Yeah, I'm excited to see Little Tim run tomorrow. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, let me tell you something about Little Tim. Tim has always been the driver that I watched, because he was that wild card. He was in the Rowdy buggy, and the Rowdy buggy was kind of outdated material after, let's say, 2016.
Yep.
And so he struggled with all the advancements buggies were making, and the suspensions and motor, the horsepower, everything else, but he still always consistently had the best line. And anytime it came to technical driving, Tim really shined. I saw him take first place in Hawk Pride one time because
Okay.
they had a really tight 90-degree turn through some big rocks to go up the side of the left side of the hill, and he executed it absolutely perfectly. But more than that, every time I ever saw him on the hill, he managed to really take a good line. So I enjoy watching Little Tim, Big Tim,
Yeah.
and Bubba.
Oh,
They
Bubba,
said
yeah.
Bubba's going to be here too,
Yep, I'm excited. I like to see some bacons,
which Colby's not, because that just means it's 2 spots further down that he finishes.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Participation's a thing
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh, no, it shouldn't be. I don't think Clyde's never. That's one thing I give for Clyde. They've always been like, can we get a participant? No,
No.
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 You can pack up and go home
Yep.
with your repair bill.
Repair bill.
Yes.
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
We were laughing earlier. Me and Bree were sitting here, and there was like 4 different side-by-sides all being worked on like simultaneously. Changing tires. I seen something being lifted up, grinded on.
Yeah,
arms.
yeah, they're welding and grinding.
Yeah.
They're rebuilding.
And I'm like, I like it. I love seeing it, And I think getting that high wheel speed, really hearing the motor sing, I think it's a lot of fun every once in a while. Get out there and really, again, the nice part is just kind of holding it down, letting it eat, and just having fun with it. Obviously, when Cody hopped out, he was flipping out. He was super excited. He was pumped.
Well, Cody just spent the better part of 3 minutes holding his buggy on the floor trying to
Yeah.
fish it, and even Bree, even when y'all were running, you could see her trying to work her tires, get her traction,
And she did an amazing job. And I was telling them the rocks, you have those rocks that are shifting around, plus everything's wet, it's muddy. And I think that as it gets on, more guys work that course. It gets chopped up. The top section up there is so churned up. It's crazy. So the fact that they're already on flat ground and they still are having that much trouble on that rock up there, I don't think the bouncers are going to have as much trouble tomorrow, until 3 or 4 guys go through and scoop it all up. And then
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. He is so not happy right now. You say focus. I'm thinking of another F word that he is definitely feeling right now. Just a young kid going at it. And that was, the fortune.
Yes.
He's got great fortune. And just
Great fortune.
Future. Just his future. These are F words that he was thinking right now.
Fantastic.
Yes, first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Feel the rhythm. Where'd he go? We completely lost him.
well,
Okay, he just stopped up there. Sometimes you got to change the CD.
people that have to be at home like, what's a CD?
Yeah, you're right. Shut up.
Like some of our newer viewers, like,
our feed knows what a CD is.
it's like that's like an aux cord thing.
Can't even buy them anymore.
It's like, now, when you got to flip the tape, you don't buy the expensive one, and you have to actually eject and flip it because it's too stupid to flip it on its own.
Yep. I feel you.
Yeah, I've been there. I've done that.
Little ejecto seat, then flip it around.
Yes.
Yep. Hit that side B.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Yeah, if you didn't have some tape ready to go over and record a good tape over a bad tape, then you just didn't know what you were talking about.
That was a good old days there.
I mean, I'm from
Wait
that
for your
generation.
song to come on. Hit that record button.
Look, without my generation, y'all wouldn't have things like tight roll in your jeans.
Yeah. That was like the original bootleg,
Yeah.
Burning CDs.
Oh,
yeah.
golly.
Yeah. If you didn't have 3 or 4 viruses a year,
No.
you weren't even cool.
If you hadn't stayed up on a Friday night waiting for them to play your song on the radio so you could hit record and on your tape and get it, then you're not as old as me.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's cool. You're a kid. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of kids, how's he doing? Where's he at? What's going on?
He's coming down right
His
now.
dad's up there. He has been sending it pretty good so far, so I think his dad's kind of just telling him, give him some pointers on what to do downhill. Because there are a couple of really big drop-offs over there. This right here, you need to let the front end drop and then take off.
Oh, yep. Gas on it.
Not bad, not bad.
That was a 466.655. 466.655.
What was that time again?
466.655.
655. Perfect. That was Brentley Havens again. I believe he's one of our youngest racers. Again, our first racer ever to go from youth class to a stock rig.
And
so that's a big jump.
And don't discount Brady.
No,
Brady's
yeah,
McCreath
Brady,
is right there with him.
Yep.
13 years old.
Wow.
I think even Brantley is 14.
Okay. So, yeah.
He's right there in it.
Yeah. Again, to see those guys get out in a full-size rig, come out here and hammer down on this big manly course with these big ledges.
Well, we both got to see the progression and the growth and the life of Cash LaCroix. Some people may remember him winning his first SRS first place trophy in the Cup class at 8 years old.
That's incredible.
And I was there, and we were at Stony Lonesome, and it was a freak of nature. The hill was absolutely rutted out really bad at the top. Only 2 buggies made it. DC actually raced my buggy in it and broke the front diff in it.
Was that the yellow and blue one?
Yeah, yellow and blue one, because they knew mine would climb it, but he unfortunately broke the front diff in it, and it didn't climb it in two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But Cash, John got behind Cash at the radio, told him what to do, because there was a place you could hit the hill, back into, get you a running start, and shoot up it. Him and Stacy Wilhoit are the only people. But after Stacy made the hill, as soon as he crested the hill, he was so excited he made it. He just gassed the buggy to take the next turn and just flipped it over on flat ground, just right there at the top.
Oh man!
But it was epic. But I mean, for that boy to win in underrated or dismissed, this is It's probably the 900, but sometimes it hurts.
Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes you just close your eyes and hold it.
When I feel all 4 tires leave the ground, I just close my eyes.
Yeah.
Speaking of eyes wide open, Jay has to put his hands in his pockets to keep from waving at everybody. He's so excited that he made 2 hills today. He's just like, did you see me? We don't know. We have too many guys with 2 first names.
Yeah, we do.
The Lee Blake, Brandon Ashley. That sounds like a fake name.
It
Bradley
does.
Smith.
It does.
Yeah.
There was a few of them. I was like,
let's see. We got
Bradley Smith's one of them. I think that's got to be a.
Yeah, that's an alias or a pseudonym for something. Yeah, it's fine. And we got Ben Crazy. You want to see your times again, Jay? That's fine. The big thing is you completed both of them. Yeah, this is you. Jay Storts.
Look at you go. Sitting in 3rd right now.
Now you're sitting in 1st.
Yeah.
What about Cohen Ellison? He's out for sure. He told me that.
You can buy that first back if you want.
Yeah. That's what I tell people. Hey, when drawing time, I'll take bribes, okay? At whatever it takes.
Yeah, I mean, we'll change your score for fuel money.
Yes, for real. That's a 164.429.
164.429.
Yes.
Oh, nobody's arguing. I mean, yeah, I don't know why y'all thought I was a good guy.
Yeah. Oh, bip down, Brantley.
20 times.
We got Coy Chappelle coming up.
Yeah, Corey Chappelle.
Chappelle?
Not Coy Chappell. Corey Chappelle.
Well, I say it both. I say Coy Chappelle or Coy Chapel.
I call him Corey. I've called him everything on the mic just out of fun. He knows it's fun.
The first time I ever introduced it, I thought I said Corey. They must have said Corey on there. Everybody gives him so much crap now.
Well, it's not just you. It's not just us. It's a running thing. Wherever he goes, people just screw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Coy, C-O-Y, not C-O-I like the fish. It's just way down there. Go back over in the course, Coy.
Yeah, I think it might be your best bet. Kind of pull back over there.
Yeah. Here's an idea. Don't hit it like a sissy. I know. I'm having to do both. No, we're fine.
We like the chair.
Yeah. He said we like the chair.
In all honesty, I just have to put up with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been 360 and walking around in this mud, but it
He
sucks.
said, I don't know if you've been
Slippery buffalo.
360.
This is the last one.
Stock class.
This is the grand finale of the stock class right here.
Tim,
Coy Chapel.
Tim Cameron up next.
And next up,
Timmy Cameron.
that was a 106.180. 106.180.
There we go. See if I can try to get these times up for you.
Brandon Ashley. Could it be Brandon Ashley? We have another guy
Two
circling
first
the start gate. No, that's Ben Casey. We've already seen him race. All right. Well, they tell me that our next victim is none other than Tim Cameron. Y'all might have heard of him if you've ever been around rock racing before.
He races dirt cars. That's probably why they heard
He
him.
is
races dirt cars.
dirt track racer, an oval track racer.
He won his last race.
He did?
There's only one in it.
Yeah, if Tim
Wow.
he
Yeah.
did win. He did win it. He's doing good.
if Tim races, usually he wins.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. He's struggled to been pushed this year, but trust me, I've been around him long enough to know that he's going to make some adjustments.
Oh, yeah.
That's just it. You can beat Tim. You can beat him. And then you're going to have to beat the Tim that's trying to beat you.
Yeah.
Okay? You can beat the Tim that's trying to run conservative, that's just running for points and
Yeah.
trying to hold his lead. That Tim can be beat. But the Tim that tweaks and turns up the horsepower and stays in the throttle a little longer
Yeah.
and gets out a little quicker is the one that you have to worry about.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely
you
fun
can
to
beat him.
watch.
You just can't beat him consistently.
Only a few people have met that Tim.
Oh, yeah.
And,
oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, Danny Smith's met him. Wade Goode's met him. Bubba Bacon's met him.
That's what Bubba Bacon,
Yeah.
and him, Danny Smith,
Yep.
you know, Wade.
They've all met him. And
those guys, and it's fun for the spectator. Again, I always put myself at the core. I'm a Goober fan, just like everybody else, and watching those guys battle is so much fun.
yes.
You know,
And now, and this younger crew that's coming up, and just standing here a minute ago, Clayton Smith was standing here at the corner, and I'm going to tell you somebody who has turned in, who has probably doubled his racing ability, his control, and his confidence.
Healthy.
She's right there.
We ate her.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your plan for tomorrow, Colby? Going in this big muddy mess.
I'm gonna sleep on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on it.
You know, based on Colby's buggy and everything else,
And after
there's
Wade
no.
racing it,
I haven't seen any ledges that are going to give him a problem.
No.
It's going to be a horsepower to ratio and grip
I
thing
agree.
tomorrow.
And we have Tim Cameron. Tim Cameron kicking it off for us here. Oh!
I'm going to tell you something else Colby's going to be glad he has tomorrow is going to be his rear steer. Rear steer buggies are going to have a
Way better.
just a
yeah.
huge advantage on any buggy that doesn't have it, which most of your guys in our top 5 right now, I think all of them you could safely say are rear steer buggies.
Woo!
And Yarfies get roasted. That's going to be a problem for some other drivers.
Oh, yeah.
And Tim cut that close for a reason, probably because he had to, but also because if anybody tries to ride that left side, they're going to fish hook that tree right there, and that's going to be the end of their run.
I think so, too. I was kind of surprised he did not fish hook that tree.
But he was so close that, and not to mention he dug a rut right there,
Oh,
so
yeah.
the next guy that goes by it's going to struggle a little bit more with that.
Yep.
Well, as you see the guys go, later in the day, I mean, it gets chewed up real quick.
Yeah, and if the next guy doesn't swing that curve a little bit wide, he is going to hang that tree because Tim almost hung it, and so I don't think it's got another pass or two left in it. And you can see you heard how hard and how long he stayed in his gas right there.
Oh, yeah, wide open.
And that is an insanely powerful buggy.
Yes.
Insanely powerful. So that's something to be – this is going to be a tough hill. That's an 89.747.
Wow.
89.747, and the time to beat.
He came in with a 70.230, and that was a third-place time on the first course. So, I mean, he needs to at least stay at third place or better to end up on the podium for the day.
Well, and there's been no huge advantage to going first or last today because this track is not dried like I thought it was going to. And I don't know if it's because of the lack of sun and the overcast. Or it hadn't been getting enough wind. But I figured when I first came out here, I was like, when it stops raining, everything's on an angle out here. There's not a flat piece of land anywhere here. And I figured it would dry faster, but this water's been sitting. It's got, like I said, there's a clay content to it. So there has not been any at all, and even negative.
So, real quick, we'll give a rundown of our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. Brady McReith coming in with that 76-second very first place, and this is on course 2. Coming in second place, Drew Holiday. Coming in third place was Dan Carter, again with a smoking time there. Jay Storch coming in fourth with that rollover after, which was a 91 second, and then Brandon Davis came in fifth with a 98 second. So,
tell her we're fine.
Again, Tim Campbell was our first driver of the UTV Cup class at an 89-second run. So we're going to see if I can hold or see who's going to pick him off. I know there's a handful of guys.
Definitely,
they're going to try
in first place.
In our list, let me look down our list here.
I know there's a handful of guys that
a lot.
Martin Stewart.
We definitely got Cooper
Bentley.
Cooper Bentley's definitely a contender in that. Matt Myrick's struggling with some clutching issues right now or belt issues.
I wonder what was going on.
He doesn't know which one it is. Clay Kaysen had some mechanical problems on the first run as well, but he's another driver.
Austin Connell said he was out.
Austin Connell's
He
done.
broke an axle shaft
Davis has got his
on one buggy and a steering on the other. So he said
a monster behind the wheel, and if his mood is right, and they were working on his buggy and they got it right, Casey Howell and Nathan King are both people that are capable of beating the time that Timmy just put up. DC Thompson is always the wild card.
He is.
Will always be the wild card.
He is.
DC can come out and lay the worst time and get lost, or he can come out and just absolutely
and smoke it.
Kill it.
Yeah.
And so, and there's some more in there that might be a contender, but the people that I would watch, Cody Kaysen in the full body stock rig is still a force to be reckoned with, especially now that they got it fixed. He did break on that first run, so he's not going to be a contender overall, but he could definitely affect the points in the finish places. If he gets above Tim and a couple of more of these drivers get above Tim, that will affect the round one results
big
too.
Time.
So, and there's Brandon. Like I said, it's slick.
Wow.
I wish Trent Ratcliffe was here so he could tell y'all how slick it was.
It definitely, you can see that buggy working back and forth, giving it everything she's got, you know.
Captain.
Give it everything she's got, Captain.
Derek Schaefer's watching. Ray Osborne says, cool video. Thank you, Ray. Jessie Fox. Never heard of her. I'm just Ow. Now this is where see, he went far right. That worked perfect.
Yeah. And man, look at just literally holding it all the way down. I mean, just holding it to the floor just to get up there.
Event class is going to run again. I think they're going to make some course adjustments and try to do something that's at least doable since we had a no finish, no compete, in case you are asking and wondering.
Yeah. They all made it to about the same spot. Unfortunately, did not get a finish out of that. I was making sure you're awake. Make sure you're awake up there.
One 127.785. 127.785. Brandon Davis. All right, I was going ahead and announce that to everybody.
Got Casey Howell here. I'm not sure he's backing in or he's getting ready to run. Not sure what's going on there.
Matthew Holt is watching.
Heck yeah.
That must be one of the Reject Fab guys. Holt. Didn't Justin Holt on that? Yeah.
He says, he'll tell people, he's like, I'm the second best Holt. I'm like, right, whatever. Justin's a great dude.
Yeah. He's out there in the crowd today. Oh, yeah. Did you meet Ethan's dad, Mike?
Huh.
Super great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, you all slid into the starting gate, looked like.
That wasn't a starting gate.
Somebody's got an open mic.
Not me.
What's that?
Hot mic.
Mike.
And he's off.
Oh, he went way left.
Is that the course? That's the wrong way.
Okay, I was wondering. I was waiting to hear.
But it is a lot faster. Let's admit that. He's
faster.
completely worthless, and he's not going to get points for it. But look how much faster and easier it was.
It is. I heard Clyde go, somebody tell me to go the wrong way.
He's making up for his error.
Yeah, I mean, he also went the wrong way there.
Yes.
So why not just stick with it if you're good at it?
Yeah, but you know what? Still some fun seat time.
Where your problem's going to be is when he came down and Casey was parked right there. If he says, I couldn't make the turn, I couldn't get back in, and he couldn't. He couldn't because there was a buggy there. And I hate that. I just posted creative stuff.
Taylor, tell him yes. This is going to be a long course for bouncers tomorrow. I'm definitely going to need some tape.
And some sandwiches?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, hey, quick as a GPS chip for us over here. And you hate that for Austin.
I just feel like he couldn't make the turn.
Yeah, maybe.
Come down.
Casey Howe coming up next. And they literally just got done welding and grinding on this buggy to put it back together to race. So.
Congratulations. Oh, no. This could really suck.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Come on, come on. That's a rough way to come down.
Your motor come uncrunk. Oh, there it goes. You got it.
At idle, for some reason at idle, he's having some issues.
Come on, baby. Let's go. You know,
Man.
it was one of the other guys that had his air intake. He had a bed delete, and he had stuck his air intake up. That way it didn't ever go in water.
Yeah.
It makes sense most of the time. But when you get the torrential downpours that we experienced today, he didn't think about the water going down in the top, in that air intake side. And then so when he cranked it up, his whole buggy run like garbage because it was probably starving for air.
I'm sure.
So it's going to run fat, you know, and it's just it's one of those small things.
Yeah, you don't think about that when you're trying to build something.
You know, and it happens to the best of us. I remember we were doing a bounty series one time, and we all showed up, and it was in Kentucky, and it was in the Dirt Nasty's first park, not the park they're in now. And we all get there to do the bounty. It was a bounty series, and Tim gets there, and we all get there real early. 108.853 is his time, 108.853. And we get ready to unload, and Tim Cameron, who had only put water in all of his buggies, which wasn't used to that, it froze solid. His whole block was froze. All of his radiator everything was froze. Will Stewart let him run that green buggy that Justin Pierpoint had built, that green armadillo-looking buggy. And he competed with that buggy in that race, but his buggy had to just sit there because there's no way we could have thawed it before.
Yeah, before it's race time.
Yeah, before race time and everything. It was just because it wasn't getting any warmer either. It was cold.
No.
Yeah. But something about back then, he was just pulling it to the race in the enclosed trailer. He didn't have the big rig that he has now or anything.
Yeah.
Or even the big rig.
I remember there was a race we were at, and it was like 36, 38 degrees, got down to temperature. We went back here, and he had to crank on his buggy. He said when this high compression engine, when it's really cold, they do not like to start. He cranked on that thing, finally got to fire up, and then he let it warm up for a long time.
Oh, I made the mistake. I had a 250R.
Yeah.
And racing buggy, and impatient like I was, it was giving me trouble cranking up. And I had it in the garage, but it was still really cold.
Yeah.
So I just told my buddy, he was on a 500 or something, and he had a tow rope, and I said, hook to the front of it, and we'll just pull it off, and I did. And when I pulled the head, there was a hole in the piston I could stick my thumb through, and I was like, that was a bad thing. Big Tim Bacon. Like aged bacon. That's even better.
Aged bacon.
Dry aged.
Nathan King sitting in that race line starting gate. See what he's going to do. Again, he's going to get out there and hammer down.
That's where your mic's stuck at.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
What? All right. Sound like they got Nathan King on the line ready to kick it off. Just a good old boy right there. Good old boy.
It's amazing to me how much trouble they have getting past that. They'll land up past the lip, and then they got to be wide open throttle to get up that.
Nathan's going to be a contender today just because his driving style is aggressive.
Yeah.
Nathan's always, and sometimes it's too aggressive, and you got to slow down to speed up. But this is one of those courses and one of those days that his driving style could be a huge. See how he just slides?
Yeah.
He just slides down the hill. And now this could get sketchy.
He's
also went wide. Remember how tight Tim cut that turn right there? And what people don't realize is you're looking at seconds. Okay?
Oh yeah.
That's and a few turns made like that, tight turns are huge when you are getting down and we're separating these races by hundreds of seconds.
And he started off on the inside, but I don't know if he bounced outside or he thought maybe it'd be a better approach or what. But
no, he took the safe line because I'm sure they saw the same thing we did, and they saw that if they get close to that tree, that's going to be the end of their run. That little bit of, even if they hit that tree hard,
barely,
don't fish hook it,
Yeah.
it's going to stop their momentum, and without the momentum, they're not going to complete that climb.
I was thinking they barely catch it and break a rim or break a tie rod, then you're done.
Well, I just think that the slowing of the momentum could be detrimental to the run. And so it's a safer bet to take that a little bit wider. And I think that's a good time.
Yeah.
We'll find out. That's a 96.437. 96.437.
Which is a quick time, and that's good enough for second place.
Yeah.
But Timmy's sitting at 89.
Well, when you're talking about Timmy Cameron, if he has a good run, he had no mechanical failures, he knew he finished third on the first hill, he's going to have to push it a little harder on hill 2. So the time that he threw up 89.747,
That's flying.
I would not be surprised if that doesn't get beat. If it does get beat, it will be mainly contributed to the changing of the course, whether a good rut came in at a turn that was allowed to be made faster, or maybe some of this hill tacked up a little bit where they could make the pulls, the hard pulls, a little faster. But his weight to power ratio on his buggy make it so hard to compete with because his structural integrity is good enough, especially for him. Very rarely do you see him need his cage, his upper cage.
Yeah.
I say that right after he comes off of a double flip. That was in bouncer class. But if you think back to the last time you saw Tim Cameron put a UTV on the roof,
I don't think I've ever seen it.
That's my point exactly. If he was racing a convertible, he would still be in the same condition he's in today.
Yeah.
He's prepared. And
I really don't think I've ever seen him roll over a UTV.
No, mechanical failures, and he has very few of those. It's hard. Until Rush, you had to really count on your fingers how many times you've seen his mechanical failure become a factor. So,
I can only think of a few.
Yes. And that's amazing to race the amount of races. Wow, this is nuts. This is crazy. Is he coming all the way in the tents? Yeah, we're definitely going to call that a flag. You may have come in too hot on that one.
Yeah. He was trying to slide it
a little hot on that one. And I mean, in my most southern voice, bless his heart, he was trying hard as he could. I'm going to let Bree take it back so I can go out there and see the damage that they're causing slide into the crowd. Hang on. I'm going to use that back out here.
Wow, look at the wave of mud just splashing everywhere.
All right, I just got to pipe back in. Hello again, everybody. And I guess this is what I get for letting Zach come in, fill in for me. That has not been me making all these comments, just so you guys know.
The second one wasn't you?
That was my... Oh. No, I haven't made any of these comments. That was my evil alter ego, as Zach says. Just so you know, I just want to put that out there. I got a lot of mud in my hair now.
I bet.
Thanks to
he was flying
Nathan
in that
King.
corner. He was flying into that corner. I was trying to wait on a time. They said he got 2 flags, but I don't think I have a time yet.
And what a beautiful sunny day it turned into now.
And that's what Clyde was laughing. He's like, well, looks like the sun came out.
What a bipolar day of weather. Have we done a did you do top 5 rundown from
Yes. The only thing I haven't
stock?
We got 4. Yes, I did that, and then we have 4 we only got 4 times, but Timmy whoever just ran last, who was that? Nathan King had a smoking time of 96 seconds, but unfortunately, again, that was Timmy with an 89. So and
Clay's the one that just went.
Well, Clay, I haven't got a time for him yet.
No, that's Cody.
Oops. Okay. They said he got 2 flags. And then I seen
I thought Clay was broke.
I saw
He told me he broke something.
I think they got to go again.
Clearly, because he just made a run. How about Brady McCreath having the fastest time
Wow.
in stock
Wow.
class on course 2?
That is just
I
cool.
bet he's pretty pumped.
I bet that is neat. That's super neat. These times, they haven't really got hung up much, but everybody's been pretty much wide open throttle. Oh, look at those flags.
Alston went the wrong way.
Yes. He took this access road on the outside of the flags.
Oh, bummer.
So Clay, I still never got a time for Clay, but Clyde can get it to us. And it
Hey.
sounds like Cody is in the starting gate
Speaking
right
of
now.
Clay, there he is walking across. Clay, Taylor, could you ask for Clay's time, please? All right, well, here we go with Cody Kaysen. Cody did have a DNF on course 1 for the Cup class. Hopefully he's got a little better luck this time around.
The shower house is definitely going to be busy tonight.
Do they have one here?
Judging by the mud
Sure hope
that's
so.
spraying on me. Clay's running up there to help him.
I think Cody's trying to get lined up to make another run at it.
Hey.
What? Man, just battling it out on this hill now.
That'll be you tomorrow. Meh. Just sending it. I mean, look at that. Just wide open throttle. Just carnage. Yeah.
That's why I didn't do it again. Colby can't stand having dirty vehicles. So this is like making his eye twitch out here. He might need a little therapy after this weekend. All right, Cody, there it is. Man, he had to work for that one, too.
Man.
Same as stock class. It's a 167.046 for Cody Kaysen. Was that an emergency landing?
Yeah, I think
from
so.
the drone?
Coming in hot and steamy there. I love how they're like all pulling to this end. Like it's just like a UTV junkyard down here.
You know, I almost brought my rain boots.
Yeah.
Probably should have.
Take it outside and hose it down, and then you. You need a good garage sink.
All right, our fastest time on course 2 right now for the Cub class is Tim Cameron with an 89, followed by Nathan King with a 96. And then it looks like Brandon Davis with a 127. We have Riley Bradford out on the course now.
Hey, moving. That is moving. Oh! Oh, come on! I just filled my iPad with mud. Just.
Oh, Haley, I made the mistake of having Zach up here, and I left access to my phone.
It's funny that she knew exactly what had happened, too.
Yeah. That would be my evil alter ego, Zach Garner. I don't even know what for sure he said. I can't scroll that far back up in my comments here. Hopefully he kept it PG.
Yeah, he was just being ornery.
Hey, Taylor, if you get a chance and you can slide me that folder, I'll make it worth your while.
I was like, what's happening? Bam, bam.
These are my mother's chocolate chip cookies. My mom made them. Would you like to split? These are my mom's cookies. They're really good. Don't tell my dad you like it. We're crew will never hurt. I have on the back of my hair.
We're enjoying a cookie while we wait for our drone to be recovered. Sponsored by Bree. She is.
Madison King out on the course.
She was sliding sideways into the hill. Like, that's bananas.
She had a 5th place finish on course 1. See if she can move on up a couple spots. Get on that podium today, maybe. Oh, man. She is letting her eat at the top of the hill.
No, don't believe it. Oh, my goodness. The Bacons are down here with Zach. I tell you. They're down here telling stories, I tell you. What?
Hey, Taylor. When there's a break in the radio chatter, could you ask for Riley Bradford's time? That's the one where the radio was dead and we didn't get it.
We'll see. I tell you. Again, the amount of side-by-sides pulling down here, this like looking like a junkyard almost. This guy, I tell you.
Man, Madison still hung up at the top of the hill. I know it doesn't look like a whole much. It doesn't look like a lot on camera, but there's definitely a ledge. There's like a lip you have to get up over to get onto the flat part of the trail at the top. Plus, there's a whole bunch of rocks.
Judging by the angle, I'd say she got a tree kicker. She hooked, I would say she got a tree kicker hooked on that wheel, and now she ain't going to be able to get off.
She's definitely in a tough spot. Meg, Riley Bradford was a DNF.
Do you have, Colby, you wearing snap-on socks? I tell you. Wow. You just can't hide money. You just can't hide money, I tell you. You know? Yeah, right. Show me you got too much bloody money without showing me you got too much bloody money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, what's the most expensive sock I can buy? You know what? Snap-on. Do they make a sock?
I feel like you could probably get some cashmere socks or something.
That's
that are
true.
A little
That's
more
true.
Expensive.
Maybe Coach probably makes a pair, you know?
Coach.
Get some Coach socks. Like some handmade Italian leather socks, you know? They're waterproof.
Surprised you know what Coach is, Matt.
I got a Coach wallet.
You got a Coach wallet.
Monogram series. Actually, I got two Coach wallets.
Oh, my. You know what? I'm not surprised.
I got an all black leather, and then I got a monogram. I got a Louis Vuitton.
I take it back.
I got a Louis Vuitton monogram.
Well, can't hide money.
I have nice things, but I take care of them. I've had them for 20 years, probably.
Your next investment can be some Snap-on socks.
No. Hey. It was a bug. A big bug took it.
We're losing it in here, guys. Oh, my goodness.
It's been a long day up here. We started like noon. It's 5. We were like 4. We were like 4.5 hours in.
I feel like we've had days with a lot worse recoveries than
we
this.
have.
Why is it taking so long?
I think it lost such a long course, I think.
We did have a lot of drivers in both of the UTV classes today.
We had like 23 in each almost. And then we had a real short VIN class, but all those guys got stuck too.
Yeah. Hey, the sun's back out now. Everybody's having a good time. We're having a fun weekend here.
Sun's out, guns out.
Haley wants to know what's your weekly payment to the Snap-on man
Yeah, no kidding.
for those socks, Colby.
About $39.95 a week for about 5 years. Am I wrong? Nope. $10 a pair. That ain't bad.
I'm sure if you sign up for the toolbox, then
Yeah.
they might throw in a pair of socks.
You buy a $10,000 toolbox, you have a free pair of socks. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Oh, shit. I hear Colton saying that the VIN class are possibly making some. I'm sorry, Justin. Looking at making some adjustments to the VIN class.
Bouncer class.
They're trying to make bouncer class.
Don't worry about it.
I said VIN class.
Don't worry.
And you
about
said
it.
bouncer. For tomorrow? You think we're gonna have issues?
Don't worry about it, Matt.
I don't think we should. This should. I don't see anything that's an issue. Colby, get your bouncer. Oh my mud! Don't even
Colby's
whine.
like, yes, there is
Don't even whine.
everywhere out here.
I'm gonna go climb it tonight. If I wouldn't worry about breaking my buggy, I'd go climb it all night. Oh yeah, okay. I get to drive yours then.
Yeah, how about you guys swap?
What? No. No. I don't want to wash mine.
Colby's stipulation for swapping buggies would be that Matt had to wash
Oh,
his.
that's like 12 hours I ain't got time for.
Pass.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll rain on the way home for all of us tomorrow. We don't have an enclosed trailer this weekend, so yeah, a nice downpour.
Bree had to wash her UTV yesterday.
Yeah, that was my dad's idea.
That's just good
He's
time.
like, it hasn't been washed in forever because we leave it out at his like hunting property and where my horses are and stuff, and it was dirty. But I'm like, it's gonna get dirty again.
Yeah.
I'm okay with showing up with a dirty buggy.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
like, well, I think we should wash it, which meant I washed it.
Which translates
while he left to go find a bolt to fix something on the fender, but it took like 40 minutes.
Well played. Well played. He said, I had to go 3 year in place for this bolt. Yeah, it's a special bolt. Yeah.
Yeah, our like bolt check and trailer load time took hours yesterday. You know how it is there, you just keep finding more stuff to do.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hey, good thing you washed the buggy yesterday.
Telling everybody how glad I am that we washed the razor. That I washed the razor yesterday.
I said it got.
Yeah.
I just pray you hit a bunch of rain on the way home. Oh yeah. That's the highlight reel there.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be good till my next race now.
Yeah, I like it.
No need to wash. What are we waiting on? Madison's still at the top of the hill. I can't. Okay. I can't see her from here. The screen behind me. I tell you, these guys get sassy. They all get a little tired and hungry, and
they said she's free. They're just waiting on her.
I even fed them cookies. I didn't bring that many. I got brownies in the truck.
Ooh, dude. I can't wait.
They might be a melted puddle now.
I cannot wait.
It'll be like they're fresh out the oven. I'm thinking putting some dry shoes on is going to be really nice. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in there today with us through the rain, through the shenanigans. We're about halfway through course 2 for the Super Grip UTV Cup class. Excuse me. Tim Cameron is in the lead right now with an 89, followed by Nathan King with a 96, and then Brandon Davis with a 127. The sun is out. The rain is over. It's still super slick and muddy out here. But we're going to get this course finished up and have a good time doing it. Colby, can you believe that it's already round 7 of the season?
No, it's flown by. Today's been long.
Yeah. Today was a long day of racing, but the season overall, yeah, it's hard to believe we're like 2/3 of the way through.
Dude,
Yes.
for real. I've been racing 8 years, and this is by far the most wet races I've had. Like 7 of our 8, or 6 of our 7, I think I've had been like this.
Yep. Yeah, Matt and I were talking about that earlier.
Do what?
Wildcat's probably been our nicest race.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've said
West Virginia wasn't bad.
not for the first day.
Yeah.
Was it? Was
It
West
was a
Virginia?
little dusty, but there was no humidity.
That's true.
So that was nice.
And then Wildcat's usually really bad.
Yeah. Usually it's really
yeah,
bad.
Wildcat was nice. Otherwise, it's been mud fest.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is supposed to be nice here. Upper 80s, clear. We'll see what happens.
I did see that.
There you go. All right, Madison King is off the hill. We're getting our recovery guys off the hill as well, and then we will be ready to continue.
That was all you, dog.
Not everybody is as snack-centered as you, Matt.
Most people are.
Colby's about to bail out on us.
He is.
For someone that hates mud, Colby has an interesting choice of footwear.
He does, yeah. It's like wearing Crocs, basically, with snap-on socks.
All right, here we go with Brian Smith in the Vandal Buggy.
It's funny how they just hammer down and literally do not stop till they get to the top of the hill. He is getting wicked hung up right there. That's not good. Oh, no. He's got a stump up through the bottom of the cage right now. I did not see him getting that off there. Oh. Hang on. Here we go. Dang it. Cole, you're looking out on that one. You look, hey, guys, you guys might not want to stand there. I know. That's the man who stood there once before. Cole Shirley was like, hey, you guys might not want to stand there and grab Big Tim Bacon and Zach and a handful of guys, as he was coming around and was getting ready to just spray everybody with mud. So they all ran behind Justin Holback's truck. Thanks, Justin Holback. Appreciate the big WT here. You've provided a safe cover for racers and fans and support staff all day. We greatly appreciate you.
Taylor, do you want to play the park owner interview again? What?
I come sit with you, man. I just gotta sit down. I'm Johnny. I've been talking to Dad all day. I like you.
Yeah, I do too. He's a good guy. Oh, yeah, we're excited to come check this place out. You guys are close to home for us,
Yeah, that's
so
what
we like that.
I didn't realize they like you this much.
Yeah, how close? Yeah. Yeah, it's about an hour 15 for us, so we like that.
It probably is. It probably is. They're good people. They're good people. Yep. That's Big Tim. He's a super nice guy. They're a good family.
Yeah, where do you live?
Central Illinois. Yeah. Gator. So right there, you took a line and drew vertically and horizontally. Illinois, that's Decatur right there. I'm 2.5 hours from St. Louis, Chicago, or Indianapolis. Yeah. So all my races I drive like minimum 6 to 8 hours.
So you have to work with a damn Yankee. My God, quit talking.
What?
I told her she had to work with a damn Yankee.
Just a Yankee.
Just a Yankee.
Just a Yankee.
All my
Damn
family's
Yankees come down and
originally
stay.
from Wisconsin,
Yankees
so-
come down and go home. Damn Yankees come down and stay.
We're transplant. Well, I was born and raised in Tennessee, but my parents are from Wisconsin.
Hey, I was born in Oregon.
Really?
And where?
The Barbie, right outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
Suburb of Chicago.
Yep.
Never lived there. My grandparents first lived in there for work back in
Yep.
the 60s. Mom and Dad went on vacation. I was surprised to come early. But no Yankee in this building.
right, we are back. Take a quick break while we get everybody recovered. Scooted our production booth back out onto the terrace here. Again, there's the thick smell of the oil in the ground and the air. What's up, Wyatt Wilson? He was here earlier walking around. He said he'd be here tomorrow. So we'll again, you can kind of see it's starting to clear out down here. A lot of coverage coming back. Oh, wow, that's a flag. Gotta get our battle shields on.
Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could see us right now.
Yes, but seriously. Was this Mark Carpenter, I believe? I believe so. I was looking at the chassis. It's blue, so it's either him or Cooper Bentley. I couldn't tell which.
Cooper's has more stickers on the side.
Yeah.
Not that you can see much of that right now.
We're half the way through the Cup Series. So we still have quite a few to go. Look how mucky it is right there.
That thing does not sound full power.
Something. He was sounding great going uphill. When he made that turn, something happened. I'm not sure what happened, but he did not sound great when he made that turn. All right. Hang on. Oh! Yes, the mud that is getting ejected into the broadcasting booth is kind of comical. But you know what? I would rather complain about a little mud than complain about the rain. And through the finish line he goes, but I don't know if he went the right way. He might have gotten hooked or turned around upside. I don't think so.
182,686. $182.616 for Mark Carpenter. And
Cooper
now
Bentley.
We've got the other blue buggy.
Yes.
Cooper Bentley.
Once they get both covered in mud really good, it's kind of hard to tell them apart. I think it's drying out a little bit. That or Cooper just made that look really easy. I see you, Bree. I see you, Bree.
I'm prepping.
Breeze. Okay.
I'm prepping.
We're going to go ahead and get our battle shields ready. Oh, man. Dang it. Cody Casey down there in the bottom, getting everybody backed up and lined up so he can hit that again. That is getting so rutted up right there.
So an update on Mark Carpenter's time. He did have a 30-second penalty. So with that, it was a 2:12.616 for Mark Carpenter.
I think all of our drivers, UTV drivers, are leaving here driving their buggy. Like, basically, they come off course and go straight to the trailer. Whether it be that they did a bad job or they're just putting the buggy in timeout. Like, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Come on, Coop.
He is flying down that hill.
$115.693 for Cooper Bentley.
Got Clint Garrison out there on the course walking around.
You guys are watching Course 2 of the Super Grip UTV Cup class here at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Belvedere, Tennessee. Tim Cameron is in the lead with an 89, followed by Nathan King with a 96, and now Cooper Bentley with a 115. We've had several DNFs, and we've still got a handful of drivers to go. Maybe like 6 drivers. 6 to 8 drivers. We had several 8 entries for this class as well.
Okay, 10-4. I'd just like to say thanks for choosing me. No, they said Coy was leaving, so he'll probably want to do him right now. That way he can get his hardware. Sometimes if there's inclement weather, we'll push him to the next day. Although right now it's not actually really bad. It's just a little mucky. Again, you can see how much muck and mud is attached to all the racers' rigs. And as they pull off the course, they're going straight back to the trailer.
All right. We've got Dylan Dowler backing into that race line starting gate now.
Nine buggies left.
Here we go with Dylan Dowler.
Again, you can tell when you go from uphill to downhill because it's like wide open throttle, and then idle.
Silence. That's just stealth mode.
It's stealth mode. I like it. I'm here for it. Again, dealing with that super iconic orange buggy. Oh, he was...
What?
Oh, man. Come on, get up there. There we go. Come on, buddy. Again, I'm sure that downhill section is just as chewed up as it was earlier.
And that was a 133.685 for Dylan Dowler.
Got Justin down there getting people all situated. Dan Carter and that American flag buggy pulling in. Come on, Dan, let's go. Ooh. Oh!
Shield up.
He literally almost clipped the front end of the WT. He was drifting around that corner. Oh, man, come on. I mean, he carried a lot of momentum into that corner and literally drifted around that corner perfectly. There we go.
Come on, Dan. Oh, no.
He's definitely using all the whoop-hows of that buggy today. He's doing a great job with it. Again, this is like his third race, I think, in this new chassis. They went out and did some shock tuning the other day and got it dialed in pretty good. He said he felt really good with it. And again, you always compare it to your other vehicles or other rigs, and he's like, dude, it's awesome. He's like, I love it. He's like, it felt amazing. There must be a tree over there. People go.
I can't see him, but I can see the mud flying.
There, it must be a tree because I've seen 2 or 3 guys start to head down that and then stop, and then they try to back up. So they must be getting lined up just right coming down there.
There it is.
Ooh, buddy. He's flying. See what that time's going to be? That's a 149.598 for Mr. Dan Carter. Our Raceland starting gate is starting to look a little sad. It's getting a little weighted down with
that
mud.
mud's heavy.
I see Gary out there in that teal poncho. I'm a little jealous. Got Justin out there still keeping him lined up. Justin looks exhausted right now. That dude has been monstering around in the mud all morning.
All right, this is Trey Williams out on the course now.
Oh, no. I think he said it on the radio, three-wheel drive. He must have broken axle.
Uh-oh.
Dang it. When you hear Bill say that something's not pulling right, usually you can take that stuff to the bank. Bill's pretty good about knowing.
Well, Bill's also up close and personal right now.
Yeah, he can usually
Up there on the
identify what is wrong pretty quickly. Clyde said something about the archway. It's not good. Yeah, I'd say it's going to be a minute to get him recovered there.
Yeah, especially without four-wheel drive.
He's trying, though. You got to give it to him. And again, when you're in the bug, you can't exactly see what's wrong, so... What's up, Wade Good? Mr. Adam Kuntz tuning in. I hear the drone coming in for a sweet landing. Shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. Doing all of our amazing drone work. He said, we don't land, we crash land. We love it. They did a great job today, again, flying through all the mud, dodging mud clods and rocks and trees. Appreciate those guys and all they did for us.
Yeah, it was a hectic day of
It really was.
flying. Hazardous day.
Especially for flying expensive electronics.
Live and learn. All right, Keith is on the way. Help is on the way, dear.
Help is on the way. Gotta love Miss Doubtfire.
Oh. Taylor's birthday's on Sunday, everybody. How old are you going to be, Taylor? 27. Ah, I remember 27.
I'm so tired. We left Illinois at like 11 o'clock. We pulled and slept for an hour or two here and there, and we got here like 7 o'clock this morning, 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, Zach hijacked my phone earlier, so please disregard all comments made on the live feed by Bree Molitor today.
Yeah.
All comments written on the live feed, I should say. They are not an accurate representation
Yes.
of my thoughts.
Although he was just being silly. He really
I
didn't
haven't
say
even
anything.
seen it all. I'm just assuming since
Yeah.
it was Zach.
He was just being silly. Oh, man.
So that's Trey Williams up on the hill right now that we have our recovery experts on the case. Taylor, what if we share that interview again with Johnny? For the folks that might have missed it earlier. We are here racing for the first time at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Belvedere, Tennessee. So here's a little interview with the owner, Johnny. Give you guys a little more insight about it. Check it out.
Hey, my name is Johnny Evans. We're at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Belvedere, Tennessee. Pretty Place is 800 and something, right at 900 acres of rolling hills and mountain land that my granddad bought in 1977. In 78, we had the first sawdust hill climb. It did it 78, 79, 80, and 81. Since then, we decided to revamp and recreate the rock ledges and get into the rock bouncing and side-by-side riding. We've got 800 acres to ride, which is at Pretty Place Park. We have a adjoining Circle Guest Ranch, which has access to about 5,000 acres, about 2,500 of side-by-side racing. But Pretty Place has bouncer class, side-by-sides, UTVs. We've got intermediate trails, extreme trails, family trails. We've got all kinds of trails that you would like, that some would not like. Some of your younger crowd is going to like your more extreme trails, but you've got a family trail that you can take your side-by-side Rangers and ride just with your family. This week we're here at the National Rock Racing Association, Round 7, sponsored by Mickey Thompson. We're fortunate to have all these guests and riders and racers here. It's beautiful. It's been wet last week, but finally we've got some good dry weather. We're looking forward to see what these competitors can do.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
What you want. No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
So this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. It's the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have 2 different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding, riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. I mean, it's much softer. You grip and grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use the XT trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire. And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is an 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the 2 main tires that all racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels that they're mounted on through Rock Life as well.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica-reinforced T4 tread compound. Power-ply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, folks, we are back. We've got a handful of drivers left for Course 2 of the Super Grip UTV Cup class. Thanks for hanging with us today, everybody, as we have gone through the torrential downpours, not once, but twice.
Literally.
And dealing with the mud and all the shenanigans that followed that. So I think this will be like our latest finish time. Yeah, oh my gosh. It's 6:42.
I know.
Holy
I was just
cow.
thinking it's almost 7 o'clock.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that late. Oh my goodness. No wonder I'm hungry.
I'm trying to think when the latest we've ever gone before.
This might be it, Matt.
It might be. I mean, we've went for pretty late on Saturdays, but
I brought a friend here for the first time. Like, this is the first race, too. I have to be like, this isn't how it usually is.
This is not like, no, it's like, pew, pew, pew.
Because I was like, yeah, we all hang out after, you can eat dinner. Maybe we'll go ride something. Like, no.
Well, and again, even though, again, we've talked quite a bit about how we had 20-something in the stock class, 20-something in the Cup Series. If everybody has a 60-second time, you're still done in like 2 hours, 3 hours. So, I mean, everybody flies through. It's a quick time. But this was such a long course. Everybody had so much trouble. Again, us being a perfect example, you're wide open throttle and just thrashing up that hill So everybody's has like a minute, 2 minute, 3 minute time limit.
If everybody could have just done what I did, Matt, then we
and then we got
we'd be out of
recoveries.
here.
You know, all our entire.
Here we go with Ethan Hunt on the course.
He was absolutely sending it this morning. See what he's
Mr.
going to do?
Mission Impossible.
He was absolutely sending it this morning. Yeah.
Shields up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's being nice to us.
He is. That or he's faking us out, one of the two. There we go.
All right. Nice, because, man, that spot's been causing some trouble. Dare I say, Ethan Hunt is on a mission?
Yes. Well played. Well played.
I hope you guys know what we're talking about. Otherwise,
Mission Impossible.
that's
Yeah.
not much.
Well,
because it was Tom Cruise's character's
yeah.
name in
Yes.
Mission Impossible. It's
Mission
Ethan
Impossible
Hunt.
Fallout's probably my favorite. It's a great one. It's got the guy that played Superman. It's got a bunch of big name actors in it. It's pretty awesome. See DC Thompson out there getting ahead of the line.
Bombing the finish line. With a 117.128. I think that's like a fourth place time right now. Martin Stewart is on the line. We should still have Alex Watkins, Matt Myrick possibly, and DC Thompson.
Martin Stewart out there ripping it up. That Bat Cave custom chassis. Kind of cool looking.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Steering wheel's off. That's never a good sign.
See Nathan King over there checking it out, seeing what's going on, looking at it.
I think there was some smoke coming out.
Probably looking at coil packs and looking at everything he can possibly do to see if he can get it going again. It must have been racing along and just died. Again, looking for maybe a computer came unplugged or a sensor.
It might be something he's able to fix himself and
Yeah.
keep going. Except the helmet's coming off now. It looks like he might need some help with recovery.
They say the blow-off valve came off?
So it looks like helmet's back on. He's getting back in. Nobody else has touched the buggy, so
we're working hard.
This race is too long for my radio. I need another radio. I'm out of radio.
He said this race is too long for my radio. He's like, hello. We'll just give you a flag you wave when you're ready. So what's your course going to be for the second course? For what's the VIN class going to be for the second course?
This side trail, but instead of trying to get up them ledges like we were doing the first time, we turn right. We go across the
Okay. Okay.
down there about where George is.
Yep.
And all them are saying if we turn right.
Come back down. Okay. That looks a little more doable. That's hilarious. He said it literally outlasted. He's like, my radio already just, that's crazy.
it gave all it had to give.
It did, literally, till it died. R.I.P.
Until it died.
R.I.P. the radio. Got DC Thompson here, taking up the line. Trying to get up there, doing everything he can. Get back. Again, throttling all the way out the top. Just sending it. All right, Justin is saying he thinks we have one racer left after this. (106.173). That was a 106.1 3. Here we go. I believe this is Alex Watkins. Okay, we're going to map Myrick at the end that will attempt the course. Ooh. Hey, heads up. Getting that cross section, I think, has become the most popular throughout the day. One of the 7th race of the National Rock Racing Association. They did modify their course a little bit. That way they can get a little more completion. There's a couple ledges up there they got hung up on, and I think once just didn't make it through, we were pretty concerned about the rest of the field. I know. Yeah, you were flying.
I didn't get to walk the second hill because I was fixing the buggy, so I didn't know where the turn was. But
Look, 96, 97. We got 3 VIN class, and then we're done. time you get to you can be able to shoot up, run it up. And I was like, they don't really want. I'm like, but I promise, I cannot even cheat for the weather, okay? I swear.
I got no complaints, man. It is what it is.
I promise. I promise. It is what it is. Hey. But when I drew it, I thought, he better be so happy he stinking likes me.
Hey, I'm not glad I was just not see 3 or 5. I'm like, all right, we can deal with this.
All right, we got Justin coming to the line. Again, they have a little bit different course here. This is our VIN class. Those Mickey Thompsons are just chunking up the mud right now. Again, get a little bit of a run out of, again, the side-by-sides. The the UTVs that have come through have literally just chewed this mud up and made it so mucky. Oh, man. Go, baby, go! I think once it got past all the mucky stuff, I think it's okay now. Again, that is a big, big work truck there. Uh-oh. I see Michael up there, Michael Garski, one of our videographers up there. Oh, yeah, he's getting hung up on something. Taylor said we're going to do podiums in the dark. Oh, my goodness. It has been, hey, you know what? We've done mud drags before where we started in the morning early and had a lot of breakage and ended up doing stuff in the dark. Hey, you know what? That's why we got that big heavy-duty cage. Me and Bree can attest.
Yeah, it feels real heavy duty when you knock your head on it.
I'll tell you what,
Getting up into the truck.
I saw stars that day. It's built out of like 1/4 inch, like 2 inch by 3 inch square tubing or something. I stood up into it full tilt, just bam.
Oh, yeah.
And
it usually happens
like,
to somebody at least once when they're first learning how to get into the truck.
Drunk and stumbling in the truck, and they'll look over and watch me scratching my head. They're like, hit your head, didn't you? I'm like, yeah. They're like, we know.
Been there.
They're all like shaking their head. I was like, wow. So, does he try to gas it? Does he try to back up a little bit? Okay, he's out of the truck. He's like, let's get the winch. Yeah, he's like, I'm just out. Yeah, he's like, all right, let's get this done. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to go ahead and sit back down. Ooh. Round 7 has not been gentle this weekend. Nope. That's one of the brand new ones. It's okay. It's just muddy on the edge. It'll dry out. Okay. Whew. Yeah. No, I was thinking the same thing. I was actually thinking these hills don't look that terrible. Like, it'll be a fun, good weekend. And then the rain came out, and I think what really messed it up was the hill part got a little slick, but the bottom got slimy, and then you got slick and slimy together, and it just made for a long weekend. award down there or what? Trying to get a skinny pedal award down there or what? You did too, baby. You did. I bet. Jay Storts is down here. For those of you who didn't see, Jay Storts on his second run in the UTV stock class came across the finish line, hit a little bit of a bump, and literally rolled after the finish line. So he got his time and then rolled over. Again, 4 or 5 guys walked over and just flipped him back on his wheels, but it was. You can see Justin slowly getting winched back to where he can recover. Jeeps are pretty awesome. Yeah. They are a pretty good time. Ugh. It has been a long, long day. We appreciate all our live viewers staying with us all day. Again, it's been a very long day. We got awards still to do yet, but we will end up wrapping up here shortly. We have 2 more of our VIN class racers going on with us. Then we'll wrap up with awards. At 8:15. Hey, at 8:15. You said I stopped caring about this day. Yeah, it's making me look bad. No. Hey, unless you want to.
I'll see how long it takes.
When I was live, but we weren't live. I like that. I know exactly what you meant by that statement, 100%. Like, it's great. It's kind of cool because, like, I just see a whole bunch of pockets of people all just hanging out and laughing and talking. People are out on the coolers. We got some guys waiting to do awards shortly after this. So it is really just a kind of a cool hangout area. Fans are all talking about what they saw today. So it's kind of a fun little recap. We have some great tree cover here. We got a little bit of a breeze, and it's not really bad temperature-wise. So, you know, if you do have to wait to wrap up a race, this is about perfect weather for it. So, again, a lot of the UTV drivers are still kind of hanging down here, and we have some drivers, some bouncer drivers starting to trickle in. So we appreciate all those guys coming down, and they're looking at the courses. I see Chris Griggs down there. Cooper Bentley, handful of them. Checking it out. Dude, we had so much fun on that 4-seater. It was honestly a blast. But you had to pin it all. I mean, we were like wide open throttle the whole time. And you just kind of bounced. Like, like the trail kind of just took you where it wanted to go, you know? I mean, and we saw the same thing. I mean, obviously we were in, you know, big booty G, the big 4-seater, you know, and bigger tires. I mean, but what's funny is we saw a lot of the small, even the tube chassis guys, all had the same thing. I mean, you had a couple points, you had to just pin it and hold on and try to keep it going in a straight-ish direction, you know? It really, yeah, and then get kind of, you know, plan from there, you know. So, you do. That reaction time had better be F1 style, you know. So, yeah, it's pretty quick. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. 2 more VIN class guys, and we're done. We can start doing awards, but yep. 2 more guys, and we're done. Have you ever seen him drive? He lives at Rev Limiter, okay? There is nothing like a sound of an XJ. Because we've all owned one. Like $300, $500. You buy one, you take it out, you beat it in the woods, and then you sell it for $500 to the next guy. You know, like, that's why I love XJs. You just got to look and find one. Do what? Yes. We have a good time. XJ life is a whole other ballpark in itself. Again, getting out, beating on one, having fun, being wild, being crazy. And then the best part is you can usually sell it for exactly what you bought it for. You know. Needs motor. Oh, my goodness. Good news is those motors, those 4.0, 6-cylinder, last forever. They do. They really do. Right there. So it probably needs a throttle position. Hey, it's still, hey, that's what it's listed for. You show up with $500 bills, bam, money in the bank. And it probably needs like a throttle position sensor or a idle air control valve, maybe. Okay, go ahead. So how have you been, buddy? Yeah? Today was a long day. We got 2 more to go. Okay, so it's a TJ because it's got round headlights. We'll see what he can do. Again, right there, I think once you're past there, you pass the mucky stuff. So, again, I know that Holback had a lot of weight, but he also had some big, meaty tires. So we'll see if the TJ can do a better job. Go, baby, go. Again, it gets kind of slimy up there, so you better keep your momentum going. Me and Cooper Bentley were talking, and he said, what's the chances we're going to hear the rev limiter on Charles's vehicle? I said 100%. But can you beat a good XJ? No. Forward to, I think, 1.0. That was our first finisher of the VIN class, so that's the first finisher we had all day. I mean, right now, he's leading to win by a lot. But I think Charles is definitely going to close that gap a little bit. We'll see. Charles is definitely going to try, I know that. There's that rev limiter we talked about. I think he may not have enough traction. That or not enough momentum, one of the two. Once it gets to about there, usually you're okay. You get into some gritty stuff, you can get enough traction right there. Come on, Charles. Ooh! No. Oh! Uh-oh. He's going to have to probably swing that back end around. Oh! He's at least got him warm, right? There he goes. There we go. Again, he just had to get off of that tree to secure second place.